Yo.
What that do, baby?
I'm back, baby. It's your boy B2.
It's your boy, it's a B.
It's your boy B Smitty.
And we are
The
Bramigos.
This is your first time listening to us. We are a group of lifelong friends in a space debating topics and giving the world our arguably much needed opinions on a lot of different things. But today we have some special guests with us. So when you hear this voice of Roxy J. Summers, that's your cue.
Hello, guys and ladies.
All right. That's our good friend Roxy J. Summers. She went to Hampton University with us. She's a real cool chick. Hey, you stand up. And then also we have a very special guest number 2 by the name of Elisha. I'll go ahead and say something to the people.
Hey.
There we
And
go.
that's Elisha. Actually, we all kind of went to school together.
High school.
High school for Elisha and college for Rox. So, anyways, but before we get going and get started, Schmitty, what we drinking, bro?
Today we are drinking what Asa got in his hands.
Ciders. Come out and play.
Over here we got some Bay and some aloe vera with mango.
can I
You
get
know what
some
I'm
of
saying?
that
Yeah, there you go.
Is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know. That's how I say it.
Wait, what, how you say it?
It's B-A-I, so I just say Bay. Give me some of that Bay. Let me get that blueberry Bay.
He's bite.
Y'all
Blueberry
need to be
bite.
sponsored by these people.
You feel
Hey,
me?
man, you know
Yeah,
what
you're
I'm
making
saying?
the white man rich.
Oh,
But
here you
for
go.
real- Is
You
it a
starting
white
too
man,
early.
For
So
real-
listen, as
What's some
usual,
black
we
drinks?
must emphasize to everyone out there: drink responsibly if you are gonna drink. Okay, don't be delinquents. And I don't know. Is
You didn't
everybody taking
offer.
one?
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
didn't
was
offer
gonna
a
say, did you-
guest. Two just made his own drink because you know how he is.
Right. 2 don't care about nobody. 2 is equal part everything.
Yeah. 2 don't
Okay,
don't
I
care.
gotta work. So do you. I made my own drink.
Yeah, that was really rude. I'm
So
sorry.
I don't know what y'all want, and if
She
you want
doesn't.
it.
She thinks Hennessy tastes like
Gasoline.
gasoline.
Ooh.
And so you want Tito's?
I'll take it.
Do you want some Tito's? And then we have Bacardi.
2, tell the people where you were last week, cuz.
Oh, yeah.
Where were you going?
So for those who are interested, I was shooting a short film. So one of my aspirations in life is to make movies or TV shows and stuff.
Nice.
So yeah, shot a short film. It was about writer's block. 'Cause
Nice.
that was the only thing I knew what to write about at
Right,
the
right.
time because I didn't know what to write. So I was like, let me just write about this.
That's pretty
So,
smart.
Yeah.
How'd it
it
turn
went-
out?
It went well. We had a lot of fun. I'm in the post-production process, editing it now, stuff. So
How long before you think we'll be able to see?
to see it, probably like I'm trying to have it done by like the end of October.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quick.
Yeah, that is pretty quick. Are you the only one doing the post production?
Yeah.
Oh snap!
Yeah. But yeah, so like the goal is to just like have these quick turnaround short films and keep making stuff, and
What makes a short film a short film? How many minutes?
like it has to be under 60.
So anything
Oh, wow.
under 60 is a short film?
Yeah.
Yo, we out here making movies, cuz.
I didn't know
Our
that.
podcast is a movie. It's a feature film. You think about that? Did you? You're a movie star. We could be SAG from podcasts.
Can
Can
you
we?
really?
I don't know. I mean, they're movies.
What's SAG requirements? Don't you have to have work? Don't you have to be a certain?
Yeah, but agent, I think.
And what
I
else?
don't even know.
You're a
anymore.
SAG member.
I was a long time ago. Not anymore.
He used to carry it in his wallet, and so when we would go to parties, he'd be like, "Guess who is SAG?"
That's my
how I
trump
know.
card.
He used to have it right in his wallet.
They'd be like, "Can I see some ID?" I pull out my SAG card, like, "Oh, sorry, this got no way.
Check my IMDb. No ID.
I'm a star."
Hey.
No, but anyway, so thank you to our guests for joining us today. Elisha, Roxy J, what's cracking, y'all? How y'all feeling today? You guys good?
Lit.
You lit already?
Lit.
Off your aloe fresh?
After
floating.
my aloe fresh.
She floating.
She's floating.
Oh, she's floating right now. Little pre-show shaboggle.
Yep, gotta get that workout in.
So
guys.
apparently the title. Now, usually when we come up with our show titles, we wait until after.
We
come up with
them.
it, and we wait until
Emphasis
after.
on we usually come up with them.
But apparently today our title was given to us by none other than Roxy J. Summers, and it's called Hose.
You should have let her just say it.
Oh, actually, yeah. Let's
You
hear it.
just-
Roxy,
In
can you
your-
tell us the title?
In your radio voice.
Yes,
Yeah.
in your radio voice.
Oh.
I think it was called Hose Tell All or something like that. Yeah.
Hose tell all the stories of Hodem. I'm not exactly sure what that entails, but I will tell you this. Rox, you have some very interesting stories about your life and things that have happened to you, let's say like a month ago.
That is correct.
Rox actually called someone. You're very disrespectful to men.
Yeah.
You know that. You're very disrespectful.
I feel triggered
That's
by
not
your
true.
There's a lot of man hate speech coming out of you.
Absolutely not. Men are the best, and so are black men.
But you literally just called a guy Shrek dick.
Well,
Not too long ago.
Shrek dick. I did not. I said he.
Shrek in the face.
Well, first of all,
Yeah,
let,
Shrek in the face.
Shrek
let
in the
me
Yes.
let me shout out my ghostwriters,
Okay.
You can,
Shout him out.
Esther Yim and Princess _ Wajiko. She's actually a songwriter.
Are they rappers?
No, but my best friend Esther, she's actually a trained cellist and has like a fine arts degree in like cello or something.
Dang, that's dope.
So
That's
she
really-
knows
that's really
music
dope.
theory and stuff.
That's really
Did she
dope.
ever play for friends just like at home?
That bitch never played for me, so
Those cellos are so expensive.
Are they really?
Yeah, like I was looking to like the like professionals. They have like $100,000, $2 million like
Goodness
cellos,
gracious.
Yeah.
and then when they go on, what do you call it? They'll just reserve instead of like putting the thing under the like shipping or anything. They take it on the plane. They'll just buy a whole row of seats,
Oh,
and
snap.
just so they no one else touches it
Yeah.
or none of that crap.
That's
It's
crazy.
like next level.
That's insane. I could no. I barely want to buy a ticket for Dax, let alone a cello.
Yeah, it's next. They're
Sick.
like it's no joke.
That's real. So really quick, you guys. Here's the point of us having a female guest on the show, right? We need a female perspective.
There's too much testosterone.
There's a lot of guy perspective going on. So we're hoping that you guys can shed some light on a couple of things. And one of the things that I guess I want to know right now is, are you guys participating in this hot girl summer phase? I guess.
negative.
No?
No.
Why? Or why not?
It's a social media thing, and I'm not into social media. So,
Oh.
yeah. It's all about,
What is it about?
I feel like it's about just getting attention for any type of reason. I'm not down with that.
You're not down for getting attention? Well, what's the point of being on Instagram if you don't want attention?
I mean, I show off my life, but to do any and everything for attention, I don't know.
Oh, I got
don't
you.
care for that.
Rox, you looking like you disagree. You want all the
Hot girl
smoke.
summer?
no, I just think of Hot Girl Summer as being like an unapologetic hoe and just scamming niggas and stuff. And to be
Dang.
quite honest, like I wanted to have one of those summers, but the cards were just not in the table. So
Wait, what does that mean?
I
You
hope
wanted
it's
to?
global warming, so I hope it's a hot girl winter too.
Wait, how
I
did
need
you
a
want
second
to?
chance.
You need a do over.
I need a do over.
Wait, why did your hot girl summer not go the way you planned it?
Because I live in LA and it's, hot garbage niggas.
So
It's a hot
So
garbage.
it's the quality. It's the quality of men out there that's stopping you from having your hot girl
I
summer.
mean, if you like to fuck guys that act like Chris Brown or think that they're Chris Brown but they're
Oh,
actually
dang.
not,
No.
sure, like go for it. But
I
that's
never
not my.
copy. I never met niggas that like act like Chris Brown. What is that? Like they need a star, or what do you mean?
They think they're a star.
They dance everywhere.
They dance everywhere. It's crazy.
They do
It's
coke?
They tons of coke.
Oh, so they actually okay.
Okay, lots of coke.
Dang.
But I don't judge. Whatever. And they usually have like 5 roommates.
oh my gosh.
Can't usually they don't value black women.
Wait, why do you say that specifically? They don't value black women.
Well, I think that they will date. I don't know if it's the product of their environment,
Social media.
but
What?
and
I feel
I've
like it's
it's
social
always
media.
been like this since I've been in Southern California.
Okay, explain.
There are anomalies, but I do experience a life where black women are not valued by black men in LA specifically because it's not. I don't know. It's not cool, or they just self-hate. Maybe it
even-
could be a lot of things.
Are
I
these
don't know.
men that have lived in LA their whole life, like they haven't left California, or even people that went to like HU and came back?
No,
Still-
I think people that went to HBCU are different, but a lot of men
just in general.
just
In general,
don't.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So do you think going to an HBCU, especially for black men, helps them appreciate black women more?
1,000,000%.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Because it
for
also
sure.
opens
For sure.
up, like, living in Southern California, to be honest, unless you live in Baldwin Hills or,
Right,
anywhere like that, then, honestly, growing up, I didn't see a lot of black people that had money, in a large,
Area. I think we
Area,
kind of
yeah.
talked on that too a little bit because I know our experience
I've
wasn't.
never seen that.
Yeah, we didn't see a lot of that until we
Out
got
here,
to
unless
Hampton.
you're part of like Jack and Jill.
Mm-hmm.
Jack
What is
and, it's like a upper echelon rich black people club. So like
Oh snap!
for like teenagers and stuff, they go on ski trips, whole bunch of just stuff, and it's just a networking type thing. But it's like the bourgeois.
The bad and bougie group.
Yeah. So
Crazy.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. Like people are always saying, like, you know, people in LA or the dating scene in LA, like everybody paints LA out to be this like really awful place to try to find love. Is that true?
I think it is true.
Absolutely.
I
Is
think
it-
it's 100% true.
Yeah.
And that's why Hot Girl Summer ruins it.
Why?
That because we talk about how men are trash.
Okay.
Women like to preach how men are trash, but then at the same time, it's like if you can't beat them, join them type of thing.
Okay.
So
Whoa.
it's like now you're just trying to match the whole trash mentality.
I never
But what
thought about
about-
matching their energy. That's
But
what it is.
okay,
Yeah, I
but
think
but
it's
when
the
girls,
energy for me.
Huh?
I think it's the energy.
Matching energy. That
If
makes
it's like-
sense.
if-
When you said, I never thought about. I never
Yeah.
made sense, but that makes a
Yeah,
lot of
that
sense.
does.
but my thing is like I hear a lot of girls, you know, let's say like talking bad about men or saying men this, men that, men don't appreciate us specifically. But you guys will bash men. When you guys are bashing men, are you guys bashing black men in general?
No.
Or just men, I mean black men specifically, or just men in general?
I don't think I bash men. I think I tell my experiences, so you can take that as it is.
What's the sample size?
Not many. It's maybe like 5, but I'm going to talk about my experiences.
Okay. So your experiences in the 5 guys that you have last talked to in LA were all really bad. I'm just asking.
here-
That is correct.
Why do I feel like you're on a stand? You're like,
Push it out a little bit more because I want them to get closer to the mic when you guys speak.
But I also think like if you're not from LA, the people that are in LA looking to play pretend, like as a career.
Yes, that's the biggest thing.
So if they're chasing a pretend thing, like whether you're acting or rapping, you are creating a persona, a facade that's fake anyway. So how can you be real when you come out here to chase something that's like, you know what I mean?
So wouldn't you, in order to stand out, do the polar opposite
No,
of that?
it's easier to fit in
No,
though.
yeah, because there's no incentive. These guys aren't looking for a wife. You can be 35 and there's still a constant influx of 21-year-old girls with,
Every year.
you know, bright eyes. They haven't seen what a scumbag somebody is. So what's the incentive of settling down or treating a woman like she's supposed to be treated when you really don't ever, literally ever have to?
So is it the hoes that's messing it up for all the good girls?
No, they're not hoes. You
Well, the hot girls or whatever you want to
they're
call
not
them.
messing
It's just
it
another
up.
name for hoes.
It's not anybody messing it up for anybody. It's just the nature of LA. If you don't like it or if you want to find a husband, then you probably need to move.
Well,
'Cause
somebody's
your husband's
ruining
gonna
it.
be everybody's husband.
Well, I'm saying somebody's running. If you're saying like, all right, these guys can't be faithful because they keep getting
It's the guys,
I
I guess. It's definitely not the women who are ruining it.
It's supply and demand.
Nah, men can build nations.
It's supply.
They can be a decent man if they really wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm
okay.
giving you guys credit.
Let me ask. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. This is a question that really doesn't have it's just your own opinion. But I'll ask you two first, and then I want to get the female's perspective.
Okay.
You think there's more good women out there or more good men?
More good women. Women
More
are
good women,
turned.
yeah.
Women are turned bad by men or being
Yeah.
jaded by
I agree with
men.
that. Yeah.
So I think that's kind
I
of like
think-
ties into what.
Exactly it.
What do you guys think, Sing?
jaded. Women get jaded.
Yes, I think I think it's kind of like ties into the experience because it's already a small pool of men that will be qualified for the bigger pool of women that are qualified for that, and so they're out there trying to find.
Okay, here's what I have. Like Rock said, in my experience, it seems like most women that I've come across that have this nonchalant attitude or this maybe alternative, if you will, attitude towards dating or like being open or like not being traditional and all this stuff.
Right.
A lot of them come from a jaded or either a hurt or some sort of a background in a relationship that they're just trying to protect their heart or protect like their experiences. They've had these bad experiences. They're
Right.
like, it's stupid. Why would I want to commit to this guy? It makes more sense to do it this way because they got hurt doing it the other way. Whereas I think sometimes you just find guys who just want it. I don't know, not from a position of like have had been played before or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wonder if that
Or
is
sorry. You're saying men are not coming from a place of being played before? Or what do you mean?
not all the time. I'm saying a guy is more inclined to just, let's say, want an open relationship, want to do this out of selfish need or whatever. But usually when I hear it from a girl's perspective, like, nah, I don't need a dude to like really commit or whatever. I'm into like this. I'm into this like other alternative stuff. It's usually because she's tried it the other way,
And it
got hurt,
Yeah.
and it's like in order to protect herself moving forward or whatever, her rationale is to not go do that again and try something different.
I don't know. I can't speak on that.
You know what I mean?
I wonder, are men really that good of actors where they can just like
Heck
play?
yeah, nigga.
Yeah, Brandon's like, yeah, for
Are
sure.
you serious? Heck yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? But finish what you're saying.
Well,
That goes
I'm
back to
just
the
saying,
word.
like, I feel when a lot of times when I see my my women friends dating
Right.
specific men, I'm just looking at him like, bro, I can after having one conversation with this guy, I can already tell like he's no good. But for whatever, my friend can't see that. For whatever,
Girls
she has, like, this
abandon their
blinder.
intuition daily. Don't you guys?
Daily,
Daily. Why do you guys do that?
because we have to survive and do shit.
You have intuition to survive.
Right,
But
yeah,
you
but-
avoid it.
but-
For what?
Okay, so when I'm walking down the street and my intuition is saying this guy is gonna harass me on the street,
Okay.
I have places to fucking go. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yes. Like if he's gonna say, "Hey, baby, like I like to eat that," whatever, some nasty ass shit. I gotta go places. Like, oops, I gotta go places. I don't have time to like.
But that's not what I mean.
That's
That's not what I mean.
it's
I
like
mean,
your
like,
safety. We have to.
I guess what we're saying is like, you might be into a guy and you're looking at one thing and everyone else is going, this dude is no good, but you got the blinders on.
Yeah.
Women
I think that's-
collect
I've never
red
been in that
flags.
situation, but
Wait,
think
say
it-
that again. Put the mic up close to you. What'd you say?
Women collect red flags.
yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, you
that's
guys
true.
do. What do you guys do with them? You burn them?
But I don't-
No,
you
you just put it
frame
in our
them?
back pocket and
I don't-
just you keep collecting them until I don't know.
I don't
blood.
think. I don't think it's. I think it's equal on both sides. There's a bunch of men that just hang out, or just with females. You're like, okay, why are you with her? I don't think it's. I
It's
don't
usually
think,
because of looks.
but I don't think it's more. I don't think it's more lopsided where it's like female. Like the question of why do females do that? Like they're
I-
blind to it. I think men are just as blind to females. Their
How
counterpart.
so? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying like, how
Just
so?
the same thing. Like the same thing that make a trash man in the sense of like just not being a good human. There's a lot of men that are just with females just because they look good, just because they're a trophy. Mm-hmm. So it's the same thing. Like it's this different, maybe different qualifications, but the end's the same
So
result.
there's too much superficial,
that's a
too much
fact.
superficial stuff going on in dating.
Period.
Do you think people actually know what it means to be in a good relationship, or people literally don't know, or they know but they just
It's a loaded-
don't have the capability of?
It's a
doing
loaded
it?
question. It's like if you've seen it,
Yeah.
if you've seen it before, then you have something to mock or shape your tools into how your parents were. If you didn't see it, it's like a catch. It's like
Yeah.
good luck, coin
Yeah.
flip, and
What's
it's
your-
like so many different. I think
Yeah, no, I feel you. What's all right, Lisha? What is your biggest red flag? What's a red flag for you?
When you say biggest, it's hard to.
All right, give me a few big ones then. You don't have to rank them. You said you was
No
collecting them.
ambition.
Wait, you said what?
No ambition.
No ambition's
is
a big one?
red flag. Yes.
Rocks.
If they lie about something small,
Wait, why something small versus something big? I agree with you on that too, though.
if they can't tell the truth with small things, they're possibly, it's more of a probability that either they will or they are hiding something.
Right. Okay, Lisha, you had another one.
No, I was gonna add to that one.
What?
Just the fact that if you're gonna lie about something small, you don't honor honesty at all. Even when it's not an easy thing to say,
Right.
you should be able to still say it.
Have you guys ever dated liars?
Yes.
Of course.
So if those are red flags, why'd you date those liars?
Because as women, we feel like we can fix them.
Okay, now let's talk about it. What is it about girls that want to fix dudes so
Well,
bad? Why
you
do y'all
shook
want to
your
do
head.
that?
That's not my,
Yeah.
like,
I
don't
know
like
a lot
to
of
fix
women.
people. Yeah, but people do.
Yeah.
Why though?
If you love them enough, they're gonna
Like, do you
change.
do you
Called-
feel like he's got like all these good qualities? If I could just get him to stop,
The potential.
what's been the success rate of that for you?
There is no success rate.
But see, I think
Success.
but I think that pursuit is like in general terms like entrepreneurship. The success rate is good. The success rate. The
Hold on,
success,
so these girls are entrepreneurs in their
in a
relationship.
sense, because
Okay,
look, think
I
about
feel
this.
that.
Because the success rate is very low. But
Okay.
if you make it happen, you get a Jay-Z type situation. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z
everybody
was
wants-
always a man he was supposed to be.
Right.
Beyonce had a, you know what I mean? Look who he is now. Now he's a billionaire.
But I think Jay-Z had to. I think it was more
I
so
don't-
him fucking up for him to change rather than
That's still-
Beyonce.
Yeah.
But she still
playing
had,
a part
but in
the-
Beyonce's mind, she still had to say he fucked up, and I think I can make him better and make him and shape him to be a better man.
Right. Okay.
So that wasn't just a real time situation though.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
he
well-
fucked up. So in her eyes, in most people's eyes, like, why are you still with him? He fucked up. In her mind, she's still thinking like, oh, I can still make him a better
She's
man.
like, if I
Well-
can become Beyonce, I could fix my man. Like, the odds are with me.
See, Yeah.
If he's Jay-Z, but guess what? I'm not fucking Jay-Z. I'm not Beyonce. So I already fucked up in the odds realm.
But how come? Okay, when do you call it quits on an investment? Because if you have a bad investment and you're an entrepreneur, when do you know to just let it go?
You got to pull up the Excel sheet and just, you know what I'm saying, figure out what you invested, what's the ROI.
See the
time.
but the problem is a lot of times what you guys do is you guys will spend so much time with somebody and you know it's worthless. You know it's worthless. But because you put so much time in, you don't want to admit that you got to give it up. Because then what does that mean? Like your return on investment is zero and nobody wants to,
Well, it
go through
depends.
that.
If you had a good time.
Or do you really feel like you can still pull something off?
Sometimes, even if the ride doesn't go anywhere, if you still enjoy the ride, it still may be worth it.
No, if you didn't enjoy the ride. I mean,
Well,
there's
that's
parts that you
different.
enjoy.
Yeah, of course, if you didn't enjoy the ride, that's a whole
idea
different
of the
story.
ride.
The idea. You gonna
Oh,
keep
there you
riding
go.
the
That's
idea?
that's a good. Okay.
So what is it like? You're gonna ride the idea for how many years before you go like, okay, this ain't going nowhere, or it keeps going the same circle, same circle, same circle. It's not meeting your expectations. Then what do you do?
I don't know. I think a lot of women just have to learn from their mistakes. I think a woman has been subject to being on the ride a little too long.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I like the idea of this ride, but that dip was a little too deep.
Yeah.
So,
I think fear is the biggest part too. Am I
a fear of being alone,
fear
of being alone.
fear of being alone, or fear of starting over?
failure.
All that, yeah, admitting that the relationship and the time that you spent in that relationship was a failure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I think all of that plays a part. So you just try to go, I'm gonna hang on a little bit longer. I'm gonna hang on a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, why y'all do that?
Why do
Why y'all do that?
Why do guys
Y'all, hey, y'all speak
about to
for all
say.
women right now, so be
I was waiting
careful.
for you guys
Is
to
that
ask.
a woman thing, or
That's
is that
like-
just
yeah, that's a
a
person thing.
human thing?
No, I'm not saying it's just one thing. I'm asking you women why y'all do that.
Oh, because life isn't perfect. I don't expect my life to be some type of
Fairy tale.
fairy tale. So if I'm with a guy, in the past, I'm really trying hard to fix this part of me. But if I'm with a guy that's good enough, sometimes that might be the best. That you
Sounds
know?
like settling.
It is settling because
Why
we're
is that
settling.
okay?
You got the answer.
Wait, why
We're
is that
with
okay?
somebody for too long because we're settling.
Dang.
Wait, do you think
That
no
hurts.
one settles?
Everybody settles.
Yes, that's what
No,
I
no,
think.
I
too.
don't think that no one settles. That's I
No,
know there's people that settle.
But let's be real,
I mean,
settling-
overall, 100%.
What do you mean?
You don't think in some sense you settle regardless?
It depends
And you're-
on what you're talking
Is it
about.
settle or
right?
compromise?
Yeah, because now if you're getting like tricky with like, because if you're saying settling is there's something about your partner that you don't really like, and you accept it, that's settling.
No.
You know what I mean? I don't think that's
Yeah, I was
settling,
gonna say, I don't-
right? I don't
that's-
think that's
that's
settling.
not
So yeah, so if that's not what we're saying, then yeah, I think there are relationships where people they don't feel like they're settling. To me, when I say you're settling, you feel like maybe you're giving up something that is important to you because you feel like you can't get it. So
Like
now
what?
you've just given it up. Oh, it could be anything like, maybe you want a guy who's not a liar, like they said, and the dude just keeps lying to you, and but everything else is cool, and you just can't stand lying. So you're like, you know what, I'll just take it. He could lie to me all the time. I'm gonna set on this relationship. He lies to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is settling. Or sometimes it's physical. Dude is whack. 1 minute man, like Rock said.
2 Pump Jones.
2 Punch on about the guy who was a Shrek,
Shrek
who
in the
worked
face.
as an no.
But it's like if they have good qualities that kind of like can outweigh that.
Right.
You know, yeah, I wish his face looked like, you know, Boris Kodjoe in the 70s or
Right.
like 90s, sorry. Then like okay, you
So it's
know,
like it's a moving scale for you, just like a.
that's what we tell ourselves.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, but there can only be like one to me.
Have you ever written a list of like pros and cons? Have you ever been to that point? Yeah.
Oh shoot, y'all be
Yeah,
writing
so
lists.
break that down. Break that down.
Y'all be writing lists of pros and
Yes.
cons of your guy.
When you're at like your point where you're like, okay, what the fuck am I doing?
Right.
What am I doing at this point? And you have to just write a list and just see it.
Systematic.
Yes, I've been there.
Okay, so when you see the list and you realize the cons outweigh the pros, then what?
You gotta cut his ass off.
Do you?
Yes.
You do.
Yes. Because these are. It's
What if they're even?
list.
What if they're
It's
even? What
never
if 50-50?
been- It's never been.
It's
for
never
me.
been even.
It's never been 50-50?
If you're
No.
getting to a point where you have to write a list,
And
you
you can
already
weigh it,
know.
too.
You already know once you're getting that pin out
Yeah.
that that con list is going to be a little long.
And you can weigh the questions. So like you have 10 things that
Yeah.
you like about that person, but you
Okay.
can weigh them 1 out of 5.
Oh, so yeah.
You can
Oh,
like
the
do
weight
a
of those
formulation.
items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That probably makes more sense.
This, Brandon, this is very astute observation by you. This is very entrepreneurial.
It is.
Women in relationships are very entrepreneurial. They got to make checklists. They
got
got to
to.
see their investments.
See what
pretty good.
happens.
All right, let me ask you guys this:
Projection.
for guys, I shouldn't say for guys, but I've known that with guys, a girl's history and past is a big deal for them. How much of it is it for you guys?
Like, have I been with community dick before?
God,
Ooh.
I mean,
Damn.
when
Yeah.
you put it like that,
Yeah,
and does that matter? Rox, I feel like it doesn't matter to you.
it doesn't matter.
I feel like their actions within
Yeah.
those relationships matter to me. If you're slanging 50 girls and they all knew that they weren't you weren't single, that it was casual, I can respect that. But if he's lying to all 50 girls, well, that's fucking whack. So it's
So
more
it's
of
not
like
the
the context.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's not the
No,
quantity.
as long as they're being safe and maybe they had a fucking STD and they cleared that shit up, like all the way up, like
Yeah.
all the way up,
All the
then
way.
like that's a pass. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, if somebody gave you an STD,
It'd be over.
But what if it was an accident? Like he
Nope.
didn't know.
No. And it's impossible because when I am having casual sex, I'm very safe.
You're having casual sex a lot.
Hell no. I said when I was.
Oh,
This has been coming through
I
with the
wish.
catching questions,
Shit,
cuz.
man.
Hey, that's what they're here for, right? They're gonna answer questions, right?
LA
Hey, you got your
shit.
glasses on, like, come on.
So you have a casual sex?
No, but you know what? If you're out there and
Right.
like you're not a piece of shit, hit me up. You know.
Wait, what are you saying?
Actually,
Wait, what
I'm
are you
just
saying right
She's
now?
using this as a
I am
platform.
just- do not hit
Do you
me
want
up,
do you want us to create
please do
a page
not.
for you?
Oh, yes, let's create a page. Too
Brodmigos.com
late.
forward
Too
slash.
late.
But in 30 minutes after this episode, go to Brodmigos.com /.
Roxy J.
Roxy
Summers.
J. Summers.
Please do not.
All lowercase.
Get your
Oh, yeah,
rocks.
because we're
Get your rocks off.
Oh, that's what. GETROX.
Get your rocks off. ROX. This is gonna be our new our dating show. Since B2
Yeah.
got in a
Actually, this is
relationship, we need a new project. So now
We had so much planned for you. I wish you would have just let it come.
waited.
Yes. You'd have started seeing flyers around LA.
Well, we got rocks now,
We got
so we can do that
rocks.
to
I
right
will
now.
fucking kill you guys.
Nah, man,
Nah.
we're gonna put you out there.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Potentially a
Good
billboard.
guys want it.
No, it's gonna be the crazy
Community
guys
dick is
only.
okay.
We're gonna figure out where you live and put a billboard just down the street.
Wait, but what do you want?
What do you want out of a man?
I'm
Yeah,
in
let's talk
there-
about it.
actually,
What are you looking for?
I'm in therapy right now, and I'm trying
Okay.
to figure that out.
So you're figuring that out. Have you figured any part of it out yet?
Well, I'm trying to like be better with my feelings, so I can like really be passionate about people.
You feel
and
like you
men.
lack passion?
I just that I've lived a life where I've had to kind of like really protect myself. So that doesn't a guy can't be like baby, but just like let your walls down, like and it's like you know you build neural pathways. So I'm trying to like fix that.
Break that down.
Yeah,
I can respect
let
that.
me know in a year.
Did you
know,
did you
ask me in a year.
ever at any point in life think you knew what you wanted?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Why did you?
No, I don't know what the fuck I want.
Hey,
All I know
wait,
is-
are you pursuing that conclusion?
No, I think I got to build my pillars stronger before I go search for what I truly want.
I will say that has always been true with you,
Yeah.
for sure. And I used to never understand that.
I gotta
Wait,
build.
what?
I've never understood that, huh?
What?
I
B
like to build
always-
my personal foundation before.
Let me tell you this about B. B has had one dream girl his entire life. maybe two, but pretty much he's only had one.
I say three my whole life.
Okay, maybe his whole life he's had three, but he's had one that's been pretty dominant for the last.
Since I've been around.
Yeah, at least definitely since college. Let's
Yeah.
just say college. So 10, 12, whatever years. And here's the thing. So it was always a fantasy for B, right?
Yeah.
Just like, oh, she's amazing, but it was never tangible. You know what I mean? But anyways, long story short, it finally became tangible.
Yeah.
Right? This particular girl finally came around him. right?
When
and
I
so, but he still would play it cool, whatever.
Way,
but anyway,
super cool.
super way
cool.
too cool, way too cool. Now here's the punchline of the whole thing. He actually got a shot one time. I threw him the ultimate alley-oop. Did I not? Don't lie, because you was always saying I did throw you. Yes, I threw him an alley-oop.
You did.
Okay? Now, where he was supposed to catch it, slam dunk it, because this girl actually finally, after like 5 years, 6 years, showed a little interest.
Yeah.
And he was like, I can't believe it.
I got hung on the rim, cuss.
But here's my thing, though. The one thing that I realized, that I don't know what it was. I still to this day don't really know what it was. But I remember always being like, yo, just all right, go ahead, do that, to like start dating her or whatever. And his whole thing was kind of like, nah, I'm not ready yet.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't. She got these kind of dudes after her. Well, I can't bring that to the table. I'm like, who
No,
cares?
mine wasn't. It wasn't that she has those dudes after. Mine was, I put her on this pedestal, so I
I
know
was
what
just thinking
I
that.
want to
Yes.
come. What I want to come with to the situation. Like it wasn't like I just want to talk to this girl and mess around.
No,
So
yeah,
it's like
you
if
just-
I'm gonna approach her in that way, I want to approach her with my foundation properly set where I want it to be.
But sometimes you got to take that risk, though, because that's what.
I'm not saying you shouldn't, but from my perspective, that's where I want to be. Because if I want to come at her for like this is my holy grail,
That was your holy grail.
then I want to also make the holy grail type relationship. And
Okay, but at the same time, though, you have to take your shot when it's presented. Like you
I
had the
agree.
rock.
Yeah. I definitely
But
fumbled that
you
for sure.
pump
For
faked
sure.
and hezzy.
Oh, yeah,
You did the
yeah,
Kobe
yeah.
heads like
Oh no, there's no
30
denying that.
times.
Yeah, there's no denying that.
and you just
Yeah,
never
yeah.
shot the ball, which was mind-boggling to me.
So what are you doing in the meantime? Are you still fucking around?
Oh, it's too
or
late.
Is there like
Yeah.
It's too late.
done.
It's
That
over
one's-
now.
That one's gone.
It's done.
She's done. She's
Out the
gone.
cage.
She's off the market.
Oh, but
But that's-
was I during that time?
Yeah, because that's
Oh,
the thing with
yeah,
guys
yeah,
when they're like,
yeah.
"Oh, I'm trying to build myself to be better," blah blah blah. But in the same token, they're still
Were you,
doing
though?
what they're doing.
That's actually a good question. Were you actually building to be that person? Let's say for her, for yourself, but whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wasn't trying to break
So-
myself down.
So would you say, okay, it's been years past now, whatever, but would you say you're that person yet? Like if she was to be available again, you'd be like, I'm that guy now, or you still got work?
I still got work.
So
Yeah,
what
for
time
sure.
do you feel like you're perfect for this person? I guess that's what I'm getting at. Like
don't know.
when are you good enough? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I dealt with that, and I feel like you should get with somebody, or just have the idea of getting with somebody who is willing to meet you at where you are, regardless
right.
of whether you know
Right.
they're on a higher status than you, and then just just be comfortable knowing that okay, she's willing to be with me. I'm gonna elevate myself, but,
Right.
You know,
With her.
because you never really reach the perfection that you think that you want to have or whatever. Like even when you do, like say you have some pillars, like you want to buy a house and nice car,
Right,
and you want to
right.
have X amount of money. Even when you do get that, you still feel like some type of emptiness. Like you still feel like you need to
Grow.
achieve something else
Right.
now, and you're always gonna feel that sense of like I'm not good enough or whatever.
I feel like I've always had. Well, it's kind of funny, but I feel like I've always been the opposite. I've always thought I could be great for anybody. You know what I mean? Even when it was definitely not true.
Wait, I'm not so. Wait. I never thought I wasn't great for her.
No, I know. What
I'm
you're
just saying when I want to build a serious relationship. Not saying like, oh, damn, I just can't get with her like in any way.
No.
So you weren't ready for anything serious.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
but
Like,
that was the point. The
'cause
point.
I wasn't trying to just like.
So you still needed to go spread your seed a little bit, and then
Well, no, I don't spread my seed anyway. Pull out champ 16 years in a row. But no.
Yeah, it wasn't that
No.
you weren't good enough, because that was obvious, because she was giving you a shot. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
it
Well,
wasn't
that's
that.
good.
It's not that.
I admire that because you're not gonna pull her through something that she don't
For no,
need to-
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I mean, I
'Cause you
do
know
and I
that she-
don't, because then the man's opportunity
It's
is
double.
gone.
It's double sided
Oh,
though.
wow.
Yeah,
It's double sided though.
He valued her.
A lot. Yes.
I'd appreciate that if you knew that you were not in the place that you need to be mentally for me. Leave me alone.
They're not gonna take you on the ride for no reason.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Leave
true.
me alone.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then if you're ready, ever, then we'll
So maybe
explore that.
what B did was more honorable.
I think it was.
Maybe
Yeah.
he let
Than
her
what we
go.
thought.
Yeah.
That's true. All right, B, you saving these girls in one traumatic incident at a time.
It's just being I mean, just you gotta really know. You know what I mean? What's going on?
You're like,
So
yeah,
what
I'm
does
not
that
gonna do
say
that.
about the other
Self-reflective.
women?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Like, I would hate to be that other woman who was like, nah, I
It's not
completely do this
mutual-
right.
it's not-
Right,
it's
you
not-
can go through this with me.
It's not mutually exclusive. I mean, I can still walk and chew gum at the same time, but it's like it's. I don't know. That's actually a good question.
No, that is
That is a good question.
That's
'Cause I
definitely
think
food for thought.
It doesn't. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
So you're being honest with those women, like I don't want nothing serious.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then if you're honest, then
But see, that you could say that to a girl and she's still gonna do
Yeah, they're
whatever.
like,
Emotions, feelings. Yeah.
And that's kind of why I never understood. I never really understood. I think me and Tu talked about this, like why dudes lie to girls and all that stuff, because you could literally tell them you're not interested and all that stuff, and then they're still going to do whatever it was that they wanted to do in the first place with you. Regardless, like you can be open and honest, like, hey, I don't want a relationship, da 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 da, whatever, and they're still gonna be like, oh, okay, and they're gonna.
I think that's a lie you guys tell yourself to lie.
No,
because let me-
it's not a lie.
But I don't know.
Speaking into it.
I've had an experience where he was like, I don't want anything serious. I could have had
Okay.
something serious with him, but I still got it on and popping, and like
Okay.
we were like had a situationship for a year and a half, and I think it's one of the most successful and
We're not saying
healthy,
it can't be done.
yeah, healthy relationships. But I mean, I wish more girls would listen,
Oh, and like actually like
think
take a
about
guy
it
for his word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that would be the smart thing to do, but you'd be surprised a lot of girls don't.
But I
They
think-
try to fix. They
but I
try to
said-
fix, or
Yeah,
they try
I
to
guess
change
the
their mind.
fixer, yeah, the fix, yeah.
But I think
Right.
there's still, is there a gray area for females to still have fun? Like, does it still have to always be
It's
such a
sad,
this
but it's
and that?
different. It's sad, but it's different because guys are more possessive. I think in general,
Oh,
not
for
all,
sure,
not all,
yes.
but in general, a dude doesn't usually want to be messing with a girl and also have her messing with other people too while he's messing with her. That's
thought-
usually how it goes.
Brandon, I thought you were gonna go somewhere else with gray area.
Damn it. It's my
When-
turn. All right, go ahead.
When you say that, if you're honest with a woman about what you really want, but then your actions kind of show something different. You're cuddling, you're doing all those other things, you're sending thoughtful texts, you're doing all
Okay.
the things that like feelings starts to get involved, but then like, no, I don't want a relationship though. Then
Yeah.
women starts to get confused, like, but you're showing me a lot different.
Right.
Yes, I know what you're saying, and as women, we should just hear you and take your word for it. You're showing me something completely different, so it's like, oh, maybe I can.
Well, it's just your interpretation, though. That's your interpretation of what someone shows when they want to be in a relationship. That's
like-
not always true.
I think they want the girlfriend experience, and they
Right,
should tell
absolutely.
you that. Then that would like
They
put
are
something
telling
in
you
our
that.
head. Oh, you want the girlfriend experience. So we're still, yes, I understand we're cuddling. Yes, I understand you're making me dinner. We're pretending, but when I go home, I can kind of, you know.
I mean, I feel like that is all. That
Well,
is what he's
human
saying.
nature.
but I think you should say it like that,
I
because
don't
then
think-
girls will. Do you agree?
yeah.
Yeah, we would get it a little bit better.
Well, so you can literally say, "Hey, I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm not really looking for that right now. All right, but I really like vibing with you, or whatever, da da da." And you guys continue. You
No,
cuddle,
that's
you
not
do
what-
whatever,
no.
and then you don't listen to that, and you go, "Oh
That's
well."
not what you should say to a girl is, I don't want a relationship,
Okay.
but when we're together, I want it to feel like it is.
And
I can go home, and I can go home.
Well, so you're saying we should just dog out girls we
That's
don't.
not
we
dogging
don't-
That's
out
not
girls.
dogging us.
No, but I'm
Being
saying like,
honest.
so you're saying like, if you don't want to be in a relationship with a female, but you want to talk to her or whatever, have casual whatever, you should be like, you should shut down cuddling or any type of.
No.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying tell her like I want the girlfriend experience.
No, you're
when we're
telling her that
together.
by saying, "I don't want a girlfriend." You're saying,
Yeah,
"I don't want a
but-
girlfriend." Let's
but
draw the
then-
line there.
But then I think that girls, we see that physical touch and those sweet things.
It's your
as-
fault.
No, I think it's.
And then
It's
we're
your
like,
fault.
No, I don't think so, because relationships develop over time.
Yes.
Sometimes.
For sure.
Okay.
And I think that if you see a relationship physically developing other than sex,
Okay.
and then yeah, I think naturally it's a natural and okay thing
Yeah.
to say, oh well, maybe the relationship is developing.
let's revisit this
Yeah.
conversation.
I think it's a bad idea to think that a relationship is developing with someone who told you, "I don't want to be in a relationship with you."
I agree.
Regardless
Yeah.
But
of
it
regardless of how
happens.
cool you guys are and you guys hang out and all this stuff, I don't think that's a good investment.
I agree. But it happens.
It
Yes.
Yeah, that was my original point.
But
It happens.
I think the language, I think sometimes, okay, let's say that's not enough for women to say.
Okay.
I think it should be known that I would like to cuddle with you. I would like to go on little dates with you. It might
Wait,
feel
by who, the
like
guy?
the guy, yeah, or whoever, Be very clear. Like that's vibing.
If he's doing
is
those things,
like-
it's clear.
No, when you say I don't want a relationship,
Okay.
I think it's good to say, well, okay, you don't want a relationship. What do you want from this?
Why is it not fair for the guy to say it's the girl should deduce from what we talked about because we're open and we communicate, because that's usually the hardest first part. Guys aren't communicating that. But if you guys did communicate that and he's like, no, I'm in a relationship, but his actions showed you what he does want, then shouldn't you deduce the fact that, okay, he doesn't want a relationship, but he is cool with this, he's cool with that, he's cool with whatever that you guys are doing, but you hold true that he doesn't want a relationship. You shouldn't take those things as, oh, maybe he does want
I think
one now.
you're seeing that it's not working, right?
Uh-huh.
So you should switch the way you maybe communicate.
Or she's saying like just because you say I don't want to be in a relationship doesn't mean like now you said that, now it's like okay, no blame's on me now after like whatever comes after this. There's no blame on me because I told you I don't want a relationship.
For a guy?
Yeah, that's what she.
Like
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that.
Clearly,
I would
something's
100%
not
agree
being
with that.
communicated.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't think a
just-
guy can just
yeah.
say like, listen, I don't want to be your boyfriend.
Yes, yeah.
I'm being open and honest with you, but then treat her like a girlfriend. Like
Because
I'm gonna move in your shit.
he can't
I'm
do
gonna, like,
he can't
we're
do
living
anything.
together.
He can't do anything that she won't allow him to do. So if he's crossing boundaries by being too nice or cuddling or whatever, those are boundaries that she's allowed him to cross, knowing that he said, "Hey, I ain't trying to be in a relationship." And there are girls who'll be like, "No, you told me you're not trying to be in a relationship, and that's cool, but we ain't doing this, because that's relationship stuff to me." To which point he would have to respect that or be like, all right. That's what I'm saying. I think it's on the girl after that point how she interprets things,
I
not
don't
him.
think why like make her interpret anything. Why not just communicate a little bit more
You did.
effectively?
You said it, but I
Like,
ain't trying to be your man.
Like, more effectively.
But she said
like you can
relationships
communicate-
develop.
Obviously, we're not getting it right.
I got you.
So then you just switch your. You have to like sit down and like tell him.
But wouldn't that blow up your spot? Why would a
My
guy be
spot?
motivated to do that?
Well, because he wants to communicate effectively and have a
Healthy
girlfriend experience with
But
a
he's
girl that
getting
he's
that.
not with.
He's getting that.
I mean, before
you're just confused.
Like prevent the stress before it
Yeah.
happens.
All
Like,
right,
be
we're having a really good
proactive.
conversation, but I really gotta pee.
Okay.
So just take a quick break. Excuse me.
Is there like snacks?
freezing. All right. I was talking to after we did our post about the dick pic fine in Texas.
yes.
I'll
Do you guys
talk-
know about that?
No.
Before we continue?
What was that?
If you send an unsolicited dick pic, it's a $500
Oh, I see
fine.
that.
Oh, damn.
In Texas. It's actually a
Scam
law
people,
now.
probably.
Yeah.
Oh, they won't pay you. Never mind.
That's messed up.
I was thinking of
I didn't think
scamming.
about that.
I was
Oh,
thinking of
shit.
scamming guys, but they
Oh.
have to pay the city or whatever. And they don't have to pay me.
Wait, and this is my point.
they should be able to pay me.
I don't understand how
right?
this is at all possible.
What?
Like, I don't understand how you can convict this at
Oh,
all.
if it's unsolicited or not.
How do you know? You'll never really truly
Yeah.
be able to know.
Well, it's
How?
probably, there's a lot of laws that are hard to enforce, so it may not be a very easily enforceable
It
law,
can't.
but
You-
it
But
may
maybe
just be
it'll
on the
stop
books.
people
Yeah, it may just be on the
from doing
books.
it.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you could ever like truly prove
They would
that
have-
it was
They would
unsolicited.
have to define what is solicited
Like
and what is not,
consent?
and then go off their
but
conversation.
they can delete. They
Exactly. You can
stuff,
delete
yeah.
stuff. I can make it look like it
You
was
can't delete-
unsolicited.
Maybe if
delete-
there's like a
you can't delete
million dick
anything.
pics
You
in a
can't
row or
delete
something, they'd be like, okay,
From your phone.
like, this
No,
can't be
that's
solicited.
still on the network. You can't delete
Oh
anything.
yeah, it's so what?
Nothing
So,
you do
so
is-
now
no,
now the
no.
judge or whoever's gonna have to have access to the network to
The police,
see
the police department, they already got access to that if they want it.
So then they just need to access the network and see the text
they
messages.
Can, they can call. Like when I worked at Sprint, a police department of certain like level can call into a certain number and get records on
Oh,
someone's
everything.
phone. Yeah.
Do you think the police would give a shit enough to get a warrant to get some guy to pay
Yeah, that's
500?
another question. Yeah,
That's what I'm
fucking
saying.
doubt
There's
it,
a lot.
yeah.
There's a lot of sides to it.
Stupid.
But
It's never gonna
what
work.
I was saying though, I didn't know how common this was. I was talking to someone, and she said like on Tinder,
Oh, yeah.
that would be like guys' third response. It's just to send a dick pic. Like, and it's
That is
off.
so-
She said it's like a frequent thing. I'm like, what?
That's crazy.
I was airdropped a dick pic before.
Oh.
at the,
On purpose?
That's cool.
at the airport.
Oh, so that means
Oh,
so
so
airdrop
some
has to
dude was
be.
just like, whoever's open's gonna get
Yes.
this.
So airdrop is someone
My
in your
airdrop
proximity.
is now off.
Was it nice though?
Oh my god.
What's that? Someone in your proximity, right?
She
It
said it was
was
nice
okay.
though. Okay, wait. Okay, let me ask you guys this because on the last episode we didn't have a girl's opinion, but my man Wells P said that there could be certain times where a girl is sharing you a picture and she does not expect one back, nor does she really want one back, because a guy sending it might just be a little too aggressive. She just wanted to show you her sexy self or whatever. Doesn't mean that she wants to see your dangling. Is this true?
I kind of like dick pics.
You would. I think, yeah.
Sometimes, not all the time though.
Why?
Because sometimes, like, it's just the same reason why you guys like them.
Mm-hmm.
Why do guys like their?
Because
I don't
it
know.
fucking turns you on. You're like, damn, like, you know, like, so. But sometimes you're just
No.
like, fuck this guy, he's a scumbag, you know? So it just depends.
Can it turn south? Like you really like the guy and then he sent you a pic and it wasn't what you wanted it to be, and you're like,
If we haven't had sex, then I probably wouldn't want him to send me a dick.
Is there artistry?
I don't know, maybe not though.
Is there artistry?
Is there artistry
like
to
angles?
say, yeah, the one that you said that you do? I never heard
should
someone
there be makeup
so
and
what, yeah,
backgrounds?
what is the above and the beyond where you're like, oh shit, this is an exceptional dick picture?
When it's like,
He put some time and effort into this one.
I respect that.
Right.
I prefer guys that I've already had sex with to send it to me.
Oh, okay, that makes
I would
sense.
assume that would be the
But
only
even,
Than a
thing.
new dick.
but even in that case, I'm not saying a new one, but
A
I'm just saying
new
like
dick?
even in the case where you're comfortable, you guys already had sex.
Yeah.
What is the
So weird.
We have to already be flirting, I feel like. You can't just like, I can't be like 3 o'clock and I'm on my computer and I get a dick pic.
Gotcha,
really?
gotcha,
I mean,
gotcha.
maybe though, but with the abs. Like the one
She
with the
seemed
abs.
really.
You're really into body. She's like with the abs. So you want us to come up like this?
Like, if it's like, if you can get the abs and everything else, I think
Oh
that's
my
okay.
gosh. This is why it'll never
tips?
end.
Tips. Take notes, guys.
You asked.
Snapchat filters and all that stuff on your
Oh,
page.
how would you feel about a filter on a dick pic?
I don't know. Maybe
Is that
it'd be
deceiving? Is that
nice.
deceiving?
And
No, I think
is
it'd
it
be kind of nice.
and is it funny if he
Like
sends
if
a
it
dick
was
pic?
like a sparkly.
What if he sends like a Snapchat dick pic, like a puppy face on his dick?
That would be funny.
Is that acceptable?
Yes, 'cause
Okay,
that would make
okay.
me laugh.
Extra points.
That would be like so funny. Oh my
Yeah, I
god.
would like that.
Put a cape
Yeah.
around it.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that would be so funny.
Nah, it's just weird that how many people think that that's okay.
It's insane. It's
dick
more
pic?
than you can even imagine.
Yeah, I just
Have
can't
you guys
imagine.
ever sent an unsolicited dick
No.
pic?
Never in
Never.
my life.
I
God
heard
knows.
1 out of 3 men do though.
Well, when I
Oh,
was at the
snap. It
airport,
was probably me too. Out of all of us,
It
it's
definitely
definitely
wasn't
me
me.
too.
You're really quiet right now.
He's like, I'm not gonna tell him about that time I said it.
I've never seen a dick pic.
It's just not a good. It's not even a good success ratio. Like, what do you get from that?
So-
why would you?
Well, I
Why would
think-
you?
A girl would be like, damn.
I think there's
That
actually,
looks good.
I think there's actually men that get off, obviously like,
Whack.
the same men that get off like in like jacking off in public and shit
Oh,
like
like
that.
power.
Yeah.
I think the mild version of that is sending like an unsolicited.
It's the
dick
modern
pic.
day trench coat guy.
Yeah.
There we go.
Like,
That's
what that
exactly
is.
what it is.
It's the
Yeah,
modern day
legit.
trench coat
Yeah,
guy.
look at my dick.
Ah, that's freaking weird.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay,
actually,
we
yeah,
talked about
yeah.
red
Okay.
flags. There's your sign. There's if a dude is sending you a pic, he's a trench coat guy.
Oh my god.
He's a trench,
2019 trench coats.
2019 trench coat guy.
There we go.
Airdropping dick pics. That's
Wait, to
weird.
airdrop, you have to be around someone, right? Is that what that
right.
is?
So when I was at the airport,
So you
and
know
I
somebody.
seen
Do
it.
it.
Did
Oh,
you
so
go
it's
around
really-
trying to match
No,
match
I
the
was
dick
like,
pic with the guy?
oh shit. So I wonder.
Who sent this? Oh my god.
So I wonder who was like sitting back in the corner, like, all right, who's about to get my dick pic? And then
Right.
see my reaction,
Right.
like, oh,
Oops, she
shit.
got it.
Wait, so from an iPhone, you can
That's
just
so
upload
funny.
your picture and just
And
whoever's
just
around you?
airdrop it.
Airdrop.
to everyone who's
Oh, that's
open.
wild.
Whoever's
So-
airdrop is on, they'll pop up,
Yeah.
and you can just be like send.
Oh, that's wild. So I got an Android, so I don't know.
Yeah, I
that's
remember.
oh wow.
I did that with
Super
marketing for we had like a
You
for the
airdropped something?
the Coachella project. We went to different parties and like
Airdrop. That's smart.
airdropped a few of the flyers.
That's so
Oh, okay.
invasive.
But a lot of people didn't have theirs on.
I wonder how many
so it
people's.
worked
I
out well.
wonder if you can airdrop a virus.
Yeah, because of that
I'm
reason.
sure.
You probably airdrop a whole bunch of
Maybe
shit.
if it's a document and it's
Yeah, yeah. How
Yeah.
them try? Yeah.
Have you seen those?
Open it up.
It's not really airdrop, but my brother-in-law has this ring where if he just walks by your phone and taps it, his website and stuff pops up.
wait, what?
What?
Yeah,
There
like
it
it
is?
sends like this link to. It's almost like NFC. It's like an NFC thing. You know, NFC on your
No.
phone.
Shit,
Near,
yeah.
Well, I know-
near field
Near,
connection.
yeah, so if he
Communication.
taps his ring against your phone, it's like
It's
remember
the same thing as
it's
when
like-
you pay when you go to pay something. You just tap your phone. It's the
Yeah,
same
same
exact
thing.
same exact thing.
That
it send,
is
it sends
fucking
something to your
weird.
phone and then you just
That
Does it
is
work
crazy.
for your brother? Why does he do that?
no, it's not a creepy thing. It's like you can go on Amazon and buy these NFC rings.
So I met this guy out in front of my job, and he was like trying to like get a record deal, whatever. He's a rapper, and I gave him not what did I do? I got his Instagram or whatever, and then I just let him type in his Instagram name or whatever, and I got the phone back. I got my phone back and followed him or whatever. But then like later that day, I realized that his music video was in like my story
What?
somehow. Like he put
What?
Like it's similar to what your brother thing. Like he didn't actually upload his video to my Instagram story, but when I watched it back, like it was like I actually posted something, and
Whoa,
it was a post of his music video, and I was like,
fuck?
damn, like how the fuck did he do that? Like I didn't see him do any of that.
Got him.
So
I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff like that out right now. It's crazy. It's the world that we live in. Information age, baby. Can transfer information. It's pretty soon we're gonna be able to transfer information with our thoughts.
Nope, thanks.
Elon Musk is
That-
working on it.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
care
yeah.
about
That little brain mesh or whatever.
Neuralink, yep.
Neuralink, yeah. Just look at you and be
I don't
like,
want that shit.
that's crazy.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, so I asked you earlier, Rox, if there was something. You're one of my most opinionated, funny friends. And anytime, here's a quick story. Anytime I'm texting Rox or we're going back and forth on Instagram, she has an article for every single one of her points. Any point she's trying to make, she has full 10-page articles on. One time I said something to her. I was jokingly, I said something about Gandhi. Like, what would
That
Gandhi
was the funniest
do?
thing I've ever seen.
I was like,
I saw
I
that
said
message.
something
I was
stupid. I
cracking
said
up.
something dumb like, what would Gandhi do? Just being funny. And she was like, F Gandhi, he's a racist and sent me a whole
I was
sheet.
dying when I read that. I was like, I felt her emotion. I was like, oh,
I was
yeah.
like, fuck
Gandhi's
him,
racist.
man.
Yes.
Fuck Gandhi. That's
He's
that was-
racist. But not only did she say that, she sent me all the receipts.
Also, yeah,
oh,
the
she would
links,
send me
yeah.
the links, the videos. Here, study up on it. I'm like, thank you, Rox, for that. I appreciate it.
But you were speaking some truth, so I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You are. She always speaks
And
truth.
the passion in it, I was like, she
I
really.
really wasn't that passionate. I was just
Oh,
like, man,
okay.
fuck him. Like, bloop. Like, here you go. Like, fuck that guy. I want everybody to know. Like, that was kind of. It was like less passion.
Got you.
But
Yeah.
you're just like F Gandhi.
Yeah, I
He's
just want
racist.
people to know. You know, keep them. Everybody. You guys should
Well, this
know
might
about
be
that
this might
motherfucker.
actually be a mind boggler for some people. People don't know Gandhi is racist.
Yeah.
I just found out.
This is not an interpretation. Like, oh, I think Gandhi. No, he is in fact.
It's
like,
just like
really
He
racist.
has- yeah.
it's just like Mother Teresa. People think she's a great woman, but she's not.
She's not even a mom.
what?
Just
Mother
found that
Teresa.
out.
Mother-
She let
What
a
is
lot,
she?
of, a lot of females, a lot of women die. She wouldn't provide medicine for like I don't know what you call the nuns in the church, or whatever they
Sisters.
are, sisters. She would let a lot of her sisters like just die from not no like medical assistance.
Why?
She just didn't believe. Like she just was.
wow.
You read her quote, she's nuts. Like a lot of these people, like when you read their quote, you're like, okay.
It's interesting when you actually do your due diligence and research on some of these public figures and these people. You learn more intricacies about them
Right.
versus their legend, and then you go, "Oh crap!" I remember the first one for me was like Christopher Columbus. That was the first
Yeah.
one. I feel like everybody, even growing up, you thought Christopher Columbus discovered Americas and all this
Yeah,
stuff or whatever,
right.
and then you're like, "Oh no, he's a genocidal maniac."
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
will Dax know?
Huh?
Will Dax
Oh,
know?
absolutely, that's
Hell
what no.
yeah.
Oh, my daughter knew in kindergarten.
Yeah.
When she had to do the play, I was like, if they ask you anything about that, you're going to tell them
Right.
the truth. And then when they get pissed off, tell them, my mom wants you to call her.
Do you,
Right.
do you have your kids believing
Straight
in Santa?
Huh? No, my daughter didn't believe in
How
Santa.
about
I don't
you?
think so. I don't think so.
She tried to believe in Santa, and I kept telling her, I bought that. No, Santa.
See-
You want the receipt.
don't know.
I still have the wrapping paper.
My mom told me from the jump because she didn't want. She didn't want. If there was things she couldn't afford, she didn't want me to think it was just because I was being bad that year. And secondly, she didn't want a white man taking credit for all of her hard work that whole
Thank you.
year. I think this white man magically comes down this chimney, and your parents didn't do shit and work hard and sacrifice that whole year to provide for you for that stuff.
Yeah,
So,
mine wasn't that deep. I just we never grew up believing in Santa, and I never felt less than. I never felt
I think still
like
I love
it don't-
Christmas.
yeah, like I
Santa-
still like Christmas just as much.
Santa doesn't make the.
It's
holiday.
unneeded, I
Yeah.
think. So I'm not gonna purposely make him believe in some fictional fat dude that comes down. Like it's not.
totally
it's not
believe
important
in
for me,
Santa.
huh?
I 100% believe in Santa.
I'm sure you.
But
do.
my mom wasn't like, let me tell you about the white man. Like,
Right, yeah, I don't think it was
the
that.
white man. It's my shit.
If a white dude come slide down your chimney, run.
Like, I'm glad, I'm glad my mom didn't project her stress onto me. Like, yeah, she was broke, but I'm kind of glad she wasn't like, bitch, we don't have no money.
Right,
You glad
right.
we have money?
You're supposed to hide that
there
stuff from your
was,
kids.
it didn't last very long, but I did.
So I appreciate it.
This is a
Yeah.
this is a really dark thought, and I don't know why. But when we just said coming down the chimney, you need to run. I wonder how many kids get abducted from like Santa Clauses. I mean, I know you laugh, but think about that, right?
A lot.
Think about that.
We really
Oh my
like.
God.
It
Like
seems,
a
it, seems,
kid.
it seems like it'd be a small percentage, but if we look at the number of kids that go missing per year, it's insane.
Think about like
About how many people
insane.
are Santas?
No,
I'm saying
but-
how
just in
easy.
general.
No, I'm saying how easy that could be with the number of kids that get
Yeah.
abducted per
and
year.
they believe in Santa. And you're like, hey, I'm Santa.
Easy.
Come here. They'll just come
Easy.
right to you. It's got to be easy picking.
Well, it's like you
right?
gotta
That's
think.
dangerous.
This world is so sick. You gotta think about like there's people that have gotten into positions just so they can
Yes.
do type of sick shit or have the kids on their lap every day
Yeah.
or
Can you imagine that?
be a priest and do that type of shit because they all know like
Access.
if I get there I get that immunity and I'm
Access.
good and I'm a fucking creep so I'm gonna get where all the other
Can you
creeps are at.
imagine? That's your motivation to become
It is.
something high level.
There's
like
number-
you got to go through blood, sweat, and tears just so you can start doing
crazy.
weird.
But the numbers don't deny it. Like their numbers are so high. There has to be so many demented minds. Like I think like how demented, like the FBI, people that do child porn stuff,
Oof.
people that investigate that literally are just looking at child porn all day. Like just think about how crazy that is.
So you became an FBI
exactly
investigator for that, so that you can watch it.
All
But are
day.
there algorithms now, just like on Instagram,
Some-
how you can pick up things?
Yes, and there still have to be there's still some people monitoring.
couldn't
it and
even
looking
do
at it.
that.
Like, but overall, yeah, as an
So they
aggregate,
actually
yeah.
watch the. I just thought
I
like,
don't know.
At YouTube, and,
Yes, they have
YouTube
to-
and
you
Facebook,
have to
they
see,
do.
like,
they
they
have
have
a
to-
whole, yeah.
They have to see what exactly like
like
happened.
what exactly.
And the
they
thing
do.
is, like, even like my company, every so often, like, people in suits will come in, and they let some of the stuff run just so they can see who is coming to it and what's going on. So a lot of it too is like it's not like we see it in full stop. It's like we see it and let's see who else joins in on it, and we'll let it go for 4 or 5 years and then stop it. So it's like it's crazy how like you would think as soon as FBI or somebody sees shit like that, they'd be like, all right, we shutting this whole shit down. No, they'll be like, all right, keep it going. Let's get someone on the inside. And it's sick.
That's weird. Well, I mean, going back to the original point, Gandhi's racist,
Yeah,
Gandhi's
fuck that
racist.
guy.
and
Nothing we know is true.
nothing that you know is
For
true.
real, man.
Nothing you know.
That's crazy, man. It's part of becoming an adult. Everyone disappoints you, and everything.
That's so true. Oh my god. No, dead ass.
Yeah.
Just gotta learn how
Think
to
about
deal
it.
with that disappointment.
That's right. This is true. All right. So I guess what I was actually going to get to before I got sidetracked by Gandhi being racist was that you have a lot of opinions, and I want you to be able to get on your soapbox. And if there's one thing that you could tell to the world, tell to the supporters, and the people out there. Your knees are old. I want you to take this opportunity and let them know something.
Soapbox moment.
Yo, soapbox moment.
I like that.
Okay, for you fragile listeners
And you
out
wanna-
there,
right there in their eyes.
for your fragile listeners out there, this is not, if you're not part of this, then it's not you. So just chill the fuck out. Okay, for those people that see me at work and think that I'm somebody's assistant or boyfriend, or excuse me, girlfriend, just because I'm a woman and I'm working in a male-dominated society doesn't mean that you should fucking look at me like I'm some fucking person's boyfriend, or girlfriend, or fucking like somebody's fucking like assistant. Okay, that's fucked up. You know,
How do you look at someone like
I could
that,
own
an
you,
assistant?
bitch.
I
I
know
could
what you're
own
saying.
you, bitch. Not that being somebody's girlfriend or an assistant is something that, is not great, but that's not me. So,
I understand.
fuck you. You know who you are.
Oh, so
And
This is
go
real.
eat shit. Thank you.
This is real.
This is literally to someone specific. Whoever that person is, you better stop looking at her like she's a secretary. How do you look at someone
Bitch.
like they're a secretary?
No respect.
No
Like
respect.
just-
You completely just act like they're not there. Like this one bitch when I was at my job.
Is it a guy?
This motherfucking old ass motherfucking bitch. That's who he was. And I was talking to one of an artist's manager. Talking to him, and that fucking little bitch came straight into our conversation and started talking to him like I wasn't even there.
Dang. That's just rude in general.
That's okay because I put a hex on that bitch. So anything that
Wait.
happens, it's
Time
my
out,
fault.
time out, time out,
Anytime
time
in
out,
his
time out.
life,
Dial
it's
it
my
back.
fault. You hear that?
Dial it back.
Anytime,
Go over that.
anytime,
Yeah, right. You heard
anything bad happens, it's my fault, bitch.
All right, wait. Time out.
And not horribly bad, but like you miss the red light when you're late at work. You get a paper cut. You fucking like
Your milk is
you
spoiled.
trip.
You can't find a remote.
Your wife ain't giving you no pussy. Like that's me, bitch.
It's a petty hex. She put petty hexes on people.
How do you create a hex or put a hex on someone?
You just tell somebody, like, I've told this one guy that
Right.
broke up with me. He broke my heart. I told him pretty much that. And like, it's not a real hex,
You
but
say
I want him,
straight face.
but I want him to think about me every time something
Something
bad
bad
happens.
Oh, that's real. Manifest
Yeah.
it.
That's pretty good.
It's actually not my fault, but I still want to be on his mind for the rest
So
of his
you-
Want
fucking
to take
life.
credit for it?
You get
Yeah.
free real estate in his mind
Yeah.
for the rest of every
for the
mistake.
rest of everything that happens. I want him
Right.
to,
That's
Oh
deep.
my god.
I like that.
That's a mind fuck right there.
Yeah, isn't that?
So I'm
Right?
like, God,
Where's the remote at? Fuck, dang it. Freaking rocks, man. Can't ever find two socks that match. Freaking rocks, man.
Oh, you know it's a good one? When you kick like the corner of a table.
Ooh, stub your toe?
That's a good hex.
Oh my god.
I'd want to claim that on a few.
We got to
people.
decide what type of content we want to push out to the world right now.
Sorry.
This is going to make the cut or not.
Sorry.
If girls putting hexes on dudes starts becoming a thing, that's our legacy, man. We got to be careful.
It
with
all
this
started
platform.
on the Bro Amigos
Right.
podcast.
That was a little too good. Yeah, that was let's not do that.
Does anybody else have a soapbox moment? Lisha, anything you want to say to the people?
I can think about something from work.
All right, bring it in. Talk to them.
Okay, so I'm a nurse in the ER.
Swing it. Oh, okay. Right there, right in their eyes. Get on your soapbox.
Okay, so as a nurse in the ER, stop coming in at 3 a.m. for something that's been happening for the last 7 months.
Is that mostly men?
And then complaining about the wait time. Like, you waited this long. You didn't make any appointment with your doctor. You decided at 3 in the morning, fuck it, this is too much. I'm going to go into the ER.
What if it's an emergency then?
Does that happen more with
It's
men?
been 7 months.
Does that happen more with men, or is there a trend, or is it just everybody does that shit?
That sounds like a man
You know
thing.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. That definitely sounds like a man thing.
Yes. That's the last
Yes.
minute.
Yeah,
We're not
yeah.
going until the last minute.
Yeah.
With 0.0 on the clock, 1 second on the clock,
It's like
0.04.
their skin is being eaten off by an infection. It's like, oh, so how long has it been going on? 7 months.
Oh my
Like,
god.
can you do something about it?
All right. Any last final thoughts? This is your guys' last platform to tell the men how much you appreciate them or hate them. Is
I
there
didn't know
anything
this
else?
was a men bashing podcast.
I said appreciate them.
Y'all are cool.
Or
You guys
hate them.
are cool.
That's it. I didn't say you have to bash them.
Like you guys, and when you guys act right, I like you. When you don't, I don't. Like,
Get your shit together.
But I like y'all though. If you guys are cool, so I guess good job for not being shitty people.
Oh, this group of men. You're talking about this group
Oh,
of
us.
men.
Just like the world.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
the world of men.
Yeah.
Did you pass that homosexual test, by the way? Okay. I don't know. I was thinking about
What's
It wasn't a
called
homosexual test.
What's it called?
What was
Kinsley?
it?
It's
It's
called
just
the
a
Kinsley test.
Kinsley
Yeah.
test.
Rock said it was a test to see if you're gay.
It's sexual
There's a
spectrum.
spectrum.
Yeah.
A sexual spectrum test.
See where you fall on the. On
So what's the left side? So it's gay, fully gay, or
It's
just
like-
fully straight?
yeah.
yeah.
And what's the middle?
Like
What does it say?
Ambiguous.
Fluid.
bisexual.
That's,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just based off of 7 questions?
Two came out super straight. My dog.
I was like not that straight. I was like on the straighter end, but I thought it was gonna be straighter this time.
Oh, but you weren't?
I was like pretty straight. I was like I think 3 out of 6,
7.
7.
Wouldn't that be
7 or
funny if
7.
that's how someone found out that they were gay?
Oh my god!
What? Wait a second. I'm gay? This test
What-
told me I'm gay.
What were like the question? What was the questions?
It's pretty simple.
It was like it was like 7 questions.
They were vague.
I think there's a bigger one though, a much bigger one that
yeah.
talks about
They have
like
to-
There's like a-
trans and like
Yeah.
different. Yeah, there's a more robust one.
Literally.
There's like an official website, but I took my test on BuzzFeed.
Oh.
But yeah,
That sounds
I
so
feel like
bad.
there's no. There's one test I don't need to take. I have no interest in taking that test. That's pointless for me.
Indian hair.
I just wanted to see
For
what
me.
it would say.
And
okay.
it said you were straight, right?
Like you straightened out.
Right. What if you? Ooh, okay. Just making sure.
I think it'd be more exciting to be able to like love like a
Taking that
different type
test
of
all nervous.
person. That'd be dope.
What?
If I could have like a bigger spectrum of people that I'm attracted to, I think that'd be actually like a good thing
Yeah.
for me. Like I think for anybody,
And
so
One of
many
the-
people to love.
One of the
Possibly.
questions that kind of tripped me up because it was like something along the lines of, are you able to recognize people of the same sex being attractive or whatever? And like, of course, like I can see like if there's an attractive man or whatever, like I could I could recognize that, but I was afraid that if I put yes, I can recognize that, it's like,
So you put no?
actually.
I'm 5% this one.
No,
Every guy has that ability.
I chose yes, but
Every guy has that
I was still
ability.
straight, so I'm
Yeah,
good.
every guy has that ability.
Yeah, it's just being
Because that's how
human.
you know who to roll with
Yeah.
when you're going out. Like, we know this.
I got that friend.
Right. Like, everybody knows what guy friend to call when it's like, hey, we're finna go out. Like, you know.
Who do you think
Because
is
you
more?
don't want to be that friend that it's like, oh shit.
Do you think
Yeah.
it's more? Do you think it's more important to guys who they roll with or females when they go out?
I feel like
I feel like guys.
I feel like women have way more selective groups.
girls are okay.
Girls
Here's
be
my wait.
I know-
running gremlins sometimes.
I know.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
females
yeah.
that have like
Girls are
certain
more
friends. They only take to certain parties. Certain friends they take.
Well, it's
to
because
this.
they know. Because sometimes, like, you can't get into certain parties with certain girls, so they know what it is, and then it might not just be because of them. They just know how the world works. I think guys are less about the physical. Girls are more physical. Guys are more about
Are you cool?
ability.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, your boy may not be the most good looking, but you know he got a mouthpiece on him, or like,
he
you
can
know he's
dress.
cool and he could dress or
Yeah.
whatever. Cool. You might have a somewhat good looking friend, but he a lame.
Bro,
You're not
Yeah,
gonna want him
true.
to come
That's
out.
very true.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's
Girls will let
true.
that lame girl come because she's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
Guys
true.
don't want to
Yeah,
deal
yeah,
with no
that's
lame
true.
dude, no matter how he look.
No anchors.
So, I mean, I think that's just how, generally speaking. Well, listen, I appreciate you guys coming on with us, man.
Absolutely.
We
Thank
always
you so
enjoy
much.
having a female's perspective. It's always a lot of fun. Thank you for throwing out all your disses and things like that and sharing your guys' perspective. But if you guys don't know already how we like to end our episode.
Are you still alive, guys?
Huh?
I think you're still alive. Are you still alive?
I'm still alive? Oh, we're still alive? Hey, we're still alive.
Where's my phone?
But B2, do you happen to know what time it is, man?
Oh shit!
Oh, shoot, she nervous.
It's time for a motherfucking freestyle, y'all.
I need my phone because I don't know the words to my own song.
DJ B Smitty, hit me with that beat.
This right here, it's a good girl anthem. We're cooling off the hot girls. We going into the fall. We're doing what we gotta do. Hustling, making it happen. To all my good girls.
Hey, what you need, boy?
You're not no hot girl.
Hey, what you want, boy?
Don't want no hot girl.
Hey, what you need, boy?
Don't want no hot girl.
Hey, what you want, boy?
You're not no hot girl.
If you educated or you at a HBCU, paying all your bills and support your family too. Hit the dance floor, it's your time to get loose. All we trying to say is good girl, shake it too.
You ain't gotta give it up to have somebody date you. You a 5-star chick, you can't nobody rate you. If you got a man and you know you hella faithful, you hit the dance floor, mama, good girl, shake it too. You could hit the dance floor and you ain't gotta be a hoe. You be working for the checker, fix your headache, fix your toast. She got the good credit on her home, ain't never broke. I know some wifey types know how to shake it like a pro, and she gon' wobbly wobbly, drop it like it's hot. If you wanna holler, you should probably have your own spot. If you got your babysitter and your baby daddy broke, come hang with your bros, you know we all amigos. And I'ma shoot my shot and I ain't aiming for no host. I'ma plant my seed, I got that drip to make it grow. Hey, looking in the mirror and I see why she feeling me. Educated black man, biggest spirit of white supremacy.
If you educated or you at a HBCU, paying all your bills and support your family too. Hit the dance floor, it's your time to get loose. All we trying to say is good girl, shake it too.
Hey, this is a good girl anthem. We're cooling off all the hot girls. You know what we do. Looking for good girls, good careers. Beat 2! Tell them what it do.
I don't know what you've been through, but hot girls need to go. They fucking up my summer, always doing the most. Take a toast for the ladies who be holding down they post. No joke, it's a trick how she always keep it moist. Goddamn, yeah, your ass fat in them jeans. I wanna see you make it clap while she cooking me beef. Brown rice with the lettuce, yeah, you always stay lean. Got a book, read it right, no one comes between. Hot girl summer is over. Best move on over. The pretty brown girls taking over, and they shaking that ass real nice too.
Hey, what you need, boy?
You're not no hot girl.
Hey, what you want, boy?
Don't want no hot girl.
Hey, what you need, boy?
Don't want no hot girl.
Hey, what you want, boy?
You're not no hot girl.
If you educated or you at a HBCU, paying all your bills and support your family too. Hit the dance floor, it's your time to get loose. All we trying to say is good girl, shake it too.
You ain't gotta give it up to have somebody date you. You a 5-star chick, you can't nobody rate you. If you got a man and you know you hella faithful, you hit the dance floor, mama, good girl, shake it too.
Yeah, my name is Aisha and I ain't no hot girl. Raise a young lady, she gon' make a difference in this world. I'm not interested in where the turn-up's at. Got some priorities I'm tryna put on the map. My hot girl summer meant home ownership. Paying off my car so you know I own a whip. I could pay the bills and heal some people while I'm at it, but that don't mean a good girl can't get ratchet, ayy. Ayy. That don't mean a good girl can't get ratchet, ayy.
it too.
Was a chill last night, 90210. When I got a beep beep from the stupid asshole. I was driving down Fig with a car full of scrubs. Had to drop the S5 so I can suck his stuff. I roll up in his house, his body looking fine. No one ever said a dick appointment was a crime. You got a Greek god body, but a face like Shrek. But the sex was a party like a discotheque. Soon as I walk up in his house, it's on, we getting cracking. Going on need for discussion, all I want is action. There's no need in me frontin', got no reason to lie. Old Shrek ass nigga put it on me that night. Then I wake up to a knock knock at his door, and I hear, I know you in there with some other hoe. I said, what is going on? He said, shh, be quiet. It's a stripper that I know, she about to start a riot. She's yelling, but my nigga better rub me my money. And if you're in that girl, you better leave the stomach. Once she left, I packed my shit and I never looked back. I'm done with dog ass, man, I got no time for that. Point of the story, if you into playing games, leave me the hell alone, this ain't no Hunger Games. So if you childish ass man like to plot and scheme, take your ass to therapy before you fuck with me.
Hey, what you need, boy?
You're not no hot girl.
Hey, what you want, boy?
Don't want no hot girl.
Hey, what you need, boy?
Don't want no hot girl.
Hey, what you want, boy?
You're not no hot girl.
If you educated or you at a HBCU, paying all your bills and support your family too. Hit the dance floor, this your time to get loose. All we trying to say is good girl, shake it too.
You ain't gotta give it up to have somebody date you. You a 5-star chicken, can't nobody rate you. If you got a man and you know you hella faithful, yeah, hit the dance floor, mama, good girl, shake it too.